Namaste, friends. Welcome to the mirror workshop. So, we have completed week 2. What we have learned in week 2, let's review quickly. In week 2, we learned about loving your inner child, love your body, healing your pain, feeling good, releasing your emotions like anger, overcoming your fear, starting your day with love. Now, let's do one quick review what we are going to learn in week 3. Forgiving yourself and those who have hurt you. Healing your relationships. Living stress-free. Receiving your prosperity. Living your attitude of gratitude. Teaching mirror work to children. And loving yourself now. So this week 3 sessions will be guided by Prasanna Medisetti Madam from Houston, Texas. A quick introduction about Prasanna ma'am. She is a part of the pioneering group of computer science professionals in India. Over the years, she holds various roles across Anantapur, Hyderabad and Kurnool, ranging from assistant professor to head of the Department of Computer Science. She also served as academic officer in charge of IT for college education, chief information officer for higher education, and project manager at the Center of Good Governance, where she successfully executed projects in health, education, and home departments. In 2008, she moved to the USA to further her career and was introduced to Dhyan through a Sai Baba group under the guidance of Sarath Babuji. However, upon relocating to Houston, Texas in 2010, she lost touch with the group. The pandemic, however, reconnected her with the global spiritual community, and since then she has maintained a daily meditation practice without interruption. Currently, she works as a program manager for Citibank in Tampa, Florida, to manage her livelihood. Beyond that, she conducts meditation classes, lead book clubs, and facilitates wisdom sharing sessions with PMCUSA and PMC Multilingual to nourish her soul. She is also pursuing a PhD in yoga and spiritual science. Presently, she teaches the power of now for Divine Breath Australia, the Celestine Prophecy at Meditation Magic, and Thinking and Destiny with PMC USA. She has recently translated Patri Sir's books No Death and Power of Speech. So, very welcome Prasanna ma'am to the session. Over to you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anjali, for a great introduction, all in details. Thank you. And without wasting our time, let's quickly move back to our mirror work. So you are on week 3, means you must have already, must already tasted what is the importance or how a mirror work can help you. Help you to understand yourself to you, basically. What is that understanding ourselves? What is that loving ourselves? That may be wondering, but once you started talking in front of your mirror, you will be able to see the difference, how much actually, what are the aspects that you are missing, or what is this inner child concept, and how you can heal yourself through inner child concepts. You must have been experienced. Today we are on week 3, which we will be like maturing ourselves, what are the things that we can take out from ourselves to become a lighter and lighter every day. Okay, today's concept is forgive yourself and forgive others who wronged you. So what is that forgiving ourselves? Forgiving people who wronged you is a one concept. What is that forgiving ourselves? Whether you know it or not, whether you experienced or not, every one of us is carrying a lot of burden, not able to forget ourselves, forgive ourselves. You must have done some small shame or small activity that has done in the past, which is unable, you yourself was unable to come out of that. Those are the things that we need to be, we must be able to forgive ourselves. Could be a very small incidents, but still it is ringing in your mind. Why I have done that? Wow, I should not have done that. Because of that, something is happening. So something like that, right? So may be very small incident, like as a kindergartner, wetting your pants. If you still remember that, how shame everybody has done that thing also, you'll be having an impact on yourself. From that to uh, anything in your college or anything that as a kid that you have done, right? All other things, quarreling with your friends or accepting a wrong proposal as a teenager, later how you suffered, all these things will be having a lot of impact on you. So you are unnecessary carrying a burden on yourself. Because you are carrying that burden, what is happening is it is actually creating a blocks in your energy, how the energy need to be flow freely, right? So it is all creating the blocks in your energy. Somebody if it somebody touched you at the wrong places as a kid, so still you will have that kind of impact, because unless and until you let it go, what will happen is it is creating with the blocks in your energy level. So these are all the things that you need to forgive yourself. Forgive others. Okay, I will forgive myself. How can I forgive others? Those who wronged me, they wronged me. They did it so badly. They did it. I cannot forgive. These are the kinds of the things that we will have. Today's session, we will be seeing why we need to forgive. What is that we will be getting when even though the people hurt you, if you forgive, what will happen? Why we should do it, right? So this is what it is. What will happen when you are forgiving yourself or forgiving others? You feel much lighter. You are actually carrying uh, unnecessary burden. It's a lot of unnecessary burden you are carrying with you. Now release that thing, release that burden, release that. Take a deep breath and say, okay, I forgive. That kind of thing, right? I'm letting go of my past. I'm feeling so great. Whenever you are letting go of your past, you are feeling so great. Take the lessons from the past, but forgive whatever that happened, right? Forgiveness is very difficult for all of us, because even though today, after the mirror work exercise, whatever that I told you, right? Okay, go to the mirror and shout out the name that you cannot forgive, and then uh, tell it, okay, you did that, and now, but I'm just letting you go. I'm just free from it. So in the exercise, you may say that, but after later, when that person comes in front of you, when that some phone call comes from that person, or some email comes from that person, or text comes from that person, you may feel that again all that emotion comes back. So that is not the thing. So what is happening is, if that all that emotion is coming back, means you have not forgiven from inner side, from internally you have not forgotten, not with the mouth that we are saying that we are forgiving. So internally you need to take out that burden. So why the forgiving is taking the burden out of your body, out of your mind, out of your emotion. So that is the one that you need to do it. So forgiveness, whenever the blocks, you have to remove it. It's a difficult area for every one of us. because we have been building up these kind of things from years together. Okay, so do not so just let us all take hold each other's hands and learn how to forgive. Who is hurt, who hurts us, we all can do it. Today, that's the goal. So what will happen if you forgive is, if forgiveness will open your heart, because unnecessary burden you are actually carrying, right? So when unnecessary burden, you're, oh, that's a small thing, I just remember it. No, 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 the small thing, right? Suppose this is a pen, is a very small thing. Okay, I'm holding the pen like this now. There's nothing, there is no weight at all, so I'm holding it. So one day I'm holding it, nothing will happen. So 1 second, 1 minute I'm holding it now. Now if I keep on holding like this forever, what will happen? My hand will start hurting. After that my shoulder will hurt. So which means this small pen which doesn't have any weight is actually starting hurting. But you are carrying the burden of so much so much pain from all these over the years, so from so many people, which means you are hurting yourself. It's not that you are actually, by not forgiving, you are not hurting the other people, you are hurting yourself. So the once you take out the pen and you just to free up your hands, what is happening? You feel so burdenless, right? Even that small pen, when I took it off, I feel so burdenless. Similarly, when I took off all that pain, when I relieve them, when I just forgive them all of it, then I feel so relieved, so light from inside. So when I'm feeling so light inside, my self-love opens up. Self-love opens up and it will be very enjoyable. The every moment will be very enjoyable. So unnecessarily we are carrying the grudges. Oh, that person did something like that. If you go and sit with your because why that quality came to us, because we learn. We won't be learning from any of the Rama, Krishna, or Christ, Jesus Christ. We learn from our parents, we learn from our environment, right? So if we go and sit and talk to them, they will start telling, oh, that day, that marriage, they didn't do that when I go there. Oh, this day when I go there, they didn't care. So this day she hurt me. So all the stories, they're keeping on for years together. Whenever the people are talking again, they are actually reminding, they are rewinding. Maybe your body member cells might have forgotten, but you are actually rewinding it and remembering it again and again so that you will remember it. So this is the problem, that we are carrying that burden unnecessarily again and again and again and again, right? Suppose if somebody has done a very good words to you, you won't remember that. That time you feel so happy, okay, and later you forget it. That's not the case. Remember those kind of words. Somebody give you a positive words. Remind those kinds of, it will give you a positive energy within you. It will give you the great flow of energy within you. So always we are struck in the process of self-righteousness. The self-righteousness means always I'm right. Whatever I do, I'm right. I know that. That kind of right self-righteousness resentment. That is why you feel that because am I right, you are wrong. Somebody did wrong to me. So we get to the, because that moment you get to be very happy when you feel that you are right. But just leave it. Just leave it, whether right or wrong, whatever happened is happened. Suppose the mirror work I have done like maybe 4 years back, 3 years back, sometime first time I did it, right? Suppose after 3 years of understanding of my whatever the thing, or whatever I evolved in these 3 years, if I go back and see that lesson, I may be feeling like, okay, what am I teaching? I would have done better. So which means that time I'm feeling it's the right thing that I'm teaching. But now I feel that I would have done maybe better. Why? The reason is I have evolved. When I have evolved, we ourselves feel that whatever that time we have done may not be right or may not be sufficient or whatever the thing. But at the same time, we need not feel any regret or any pain within us, because that time whatever that understanding that we have done right. Now with all the with all the evolvement that I have, I'm doing that. Maybe later in the next 5 years, I may be teaching it differently, because whatever that we got evolvement, our wisdom, our things will reflect whenever you are teaching anything, right? So this will be the thing. So in that case, somebody did something like 5 years back. Let us take. Oh, okay, I met Sirisha in MMS too. Okay, she told something to me. Okay, so that if I like it, if do I remember? No, I don't remember. When she's say, "Oh, you did a good job there," there's some of the things that she complimented. Will I remember that time? I'll just say that, "Oh, thank you so much." That's all. We forget it. But if she hurts something, oh, in any small case, I'm not, because she didn't hurt me, I am not remembering any example. But if she went, that I remember. Next time I must, and any time, because what we need to remember is she will also evolve in the next year. By the next year we meet, she will also evolve. I will also evolve. So we need to forget those moments. We need to leave those moments. We need to forgive those moments if at all something is happening. It could be because of her, or it could be because of your own understanding. So if you leave it, then don't live in a self-righteous, because always don't think that you are the right, because every person will do best to themselves, because they know only that much. Remember, they know only that much, so that's why they are doing it. Some people, even after all these meditations of this self-love, all these forgiveness lessons also, if you are actually coming in front of us, they will just turn your face and go. Even now I have seen in the meditators too. So when they do it, just feel, send love to them, because they are still not able to come to this position, understanding the actual concept of the meditation and how we have to behave in this spiritual world. Just send them love and move on, instead of feeling the pain. That's what I would say. In that way, you will be very happy. You will be actually very happy. Don't be unwilling to forgive. Don't be swallow this bitterness. If you are actually carrying all these things, means you are carrying the bitterness, you are carrying that poison. Every day you are swallowing that poison, a bit by bit by bit. It is accumulating. The poison, if you are swallowing, is it going to help you? No way, right? No way, it will not help you. So it will always accumulate in your body. It is spoiling your health. It is impossible to be healthy when you are bound to be in the past, when bound to be in the stuck in the past, or stuck in the past resentment. So the biggest lesson that every one of us should learn today is forgive everyone. Forgive yourself, forgive everyone. So you should, people have only that kind of understanding that time. They have only that kind of awareness that time. They have only that much knowledge. Suppose I'll give an example. Your parents, when they are raising the kid, you may be seeing that, oh, they must have done this, they must have done this, or something like that. You may be doing a better to your kids. All of us will have that. We must be doing it in a better way. The reason is, it is not that they don't want to do it. It is that they know only that much. They know the way of raising the kids is that much, because they have learned from their parents, and they also think that they have done a better job compared to their parents. Their parents must not have given them a good education, but they are thinking that we need to give a good education. They must have sacrificed, they must have done. Only thing is, they might not have done the way that we have done, because we have evolved a bit, the generation gap. We have evolved a bit more, and we are giving a much better childhood. And tomorrow, our kids also may say that, oh, you would have done better, because that time, what do you say, whatever the best we wanted to do, being an immigrants, the first generation immigrants, we have swallowed so many difficulties in this when we came out of the mother country to the some other countries, and we have to undergo so many different difficult situations, and we have raised them. But for them, the life will not be like this. Life will be different. So they will say that, oh, you would have done that, but they don't know what we have gone through, right? So that is similarly, we don't know what our parents have gone through. So just everybody, why I am giving the parents is because we experience it, right? So that's why you get to know that. But similarly, everybody that you wronged you also, they know only that much. So you just forgive them. If you are not forgive them, the greatest violence you are doing to yourself is not forgiving the people in your life, because there is an inner pain. There's a much lash of the pain is there within you. You are not actually acceptable. The other people behavior is not acceptable, not excusable, means you are carrying that burden, and this will hinder your spiritual growth too. If you are not aware of this pain, if you are still carrying the burden of this pain, not only your general life, but also your spiritual growth, it hinders, because it is creating a blockages in your energies. Whenever there is a blockages in your energies, the energy will not flow. The cosmic energy you cannot take, and the energy will not flow through your body. When it is not flowing through your body, you will not become lighter and lighter, and you will not have that kind of awareness. So first thing that we all will be doing today is, we are not swallowing that poison anymore. You are not going to be in that prison, the personal prison, right? I'm so self-righteous, you are wrong. She did wrong, she did wrong, he did wrong, he did wrong. So all that resentments are all that righteousness prison we are kept ourselves. So I won't talk to this, I won't talk to this, talk to this. So this is all the resentments, and this is all the prison that you are in. So now the choice is yours. Do you want to stay bitter? Do you want to willingly forgive their past, forgive their past, and forgive your past, and let go and move on to the joyful and fulfilling life? Which life you want to take? So, after knowing all these things, if you are not forgiving what is happening to you, do you still feel that you are the self-righteous, you are so self-esteem, you have all the good experiences in your life, and still you want to stay in not forgiving in that state, or you want to forgive? Every one of us will want to forgive, right? So we don't want to stay in that kind of thing. So let us all forgive, like whatever the things that happened to your life in the past. The purpose of today's is that, so raise your self-esteem by forgiving. Rise, you are thinking that you have some self-esteem, but that will get raised when you are actually forgiving the people. Allow that allow the loving experiences flow through you. So you are not going to waste any of your time in resentment or in self-righteous or in the past experiences. You will have the wonderful feature once you started forgiving. The most valuable lessons that today that you can learn is forgiveness. Forgiveness is the most. Forgiveness is not only you, forgiveness of the others also. So the best thing that we can do is affirm ourselves is, I forgive myself. It becomes easier to forgive others also. So that is the main and most important lesson that we have to learn. So forgiveness is, if you are not forgiving, actually that is giving you the resentment, or that is giving you the a burden to yourself only. That's the main thing that we have to learn. That's what the Louis says always. Forgiveness is a gift to yourself. It is not, you are not doing any favor to the other person. It is, you are doing a favor to yourself. You are releasing the burden. You are releasing the burden of past hurts, and opening up your space for self-love and positive experiences. Forgiving yourself is giving you much more positive, because all that nonsense that you kept on yourself, all the blocks that you kept on yourself, your just self forgiveness is essential part of your growth, your personal growth, and it heals, because you are clearing your blocks. So when you are clearing your box, the energy flow is more. So you are acknowledging yourself that you have some blocks, and you are just removing it from now onwards. So self-judgment, you are not judging yourself. Self-judgment, always we do unknowingly. That self-judgment you are stopping from now, because self-judgment is the one which is creating the inner peace blocks. It is creating the blocks into your inner peace. So two things that we need to learn: forgiving ourselves, which is creating more blocks, and forgiving others who wronged you. Okay, who hurt you, who, so you are excusing. Tell them that you are excusing. How do you tell that? We will learn it now. How do you tell? Do we need to go and personally tell everyone? No need. No need. You can sit in your room, you can sit in front of your mirror, just release them from your mind. That's it. You need not go and tell. The moment you are just releasing, the thoughts will travel. If you accept it or not, the thoughts will travel. That's the reason whenever you are actually remembering any person, the call may come, the some text may come from that particular person, because your thoughts towards them that you are thinking is traveling to them. That's why the thought is coming up, the text is coming up, because the thoughts are reaching to the other person. Similarly, when you're forgiving yourself and when you're free, when you're making yourself free from that hurt, the thoughts will travel, and sometimes you may get a text saying, oh, that time I would not have done that, I'm sorry. The other person may come and say, because that kind of the travel will happen. So you need not ask them personally, oh, you forgive me and you have to do that. So when you are forgiving others, what's happening? You are regaining your power. You are regaining your power. You are refusing that your hurt is controlling you. So whatever that emotion of the emotions, or whatever the thoughts that you have done, that is there in that moment, when you are self liberating it, you are actually gaining the power. That's what you are healing. You are healing from that forgiveness. That power is that forgiveness has a power of healing. So it has a healing power in your body, in your mind, and in your spirit. So when your resentments were gone, you creating the space to take the space emotionally, physically also. So these physical ailments, all these physical ailments are unresolved emotional pain. All the physical ailments that we are getting is whenever there is an unresolved emotional pain is there, pain, anger, bitterness is there, that comes and sits as a disease in yourself. Suppose if I take a thyroid, many people have it nowadays. Thyroid is a disease. Whenever you are not able to express your feelings, whenever you are actually keeping all the things in your body within yourself, and you're not able to express, right, that time the thyroid gland will stop producing it. So that's how you'll be getting it. So this is all. Any ailment that you are getting is an unresolved, unless and until you got that as a past karma, that's different thing. But otherwise, this is only the unresolved emotional pain or bitterness that you have in your life. What this forgiveness will do, that you will let let that pain go away, that let that negative energies go away from your body, which means that while you are practicing forgiveness, you are getting a mental clarity, emotional stability. You are stable. Somebody comes, Risha come and say that, oh ma'am, your class is not good today. Okay, I did my best. That much only I can. Whatever that I have it. Otherwise, what will happen? Oh, morning 4:30, 4 o'clock, I got up and did it, but this girl is commenting me like that. So all that thing will be piled up within me. Okay, when you know that, when you become emotionally stable, okay, I did that best. If there is anybody that they are doing can do the better, you can ask them, maybe I will also learn. So that kind of attitude you will be able to adapt yourself. That kind of self love, compassion, sense of inner peace. When within me, when I am very peaceful, then my words, my actions will be different. That is what will happen. Now, yeah, it's a half an hour. So all other exercises are the practical steps that we should be having, right? We can start. There's a much more to tell, but I will start. I will affirm affirmations and all. I will keep you in the meditation. Is that fine, Anli?
Yeah, listen, whatever you feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, all these affirmations, instead of just learning it, let us all sit in a meditation, or if you are in front of the mirror, you can also do your mirror work now. Okay, if you are in front of the mirror, you can just do the mirror work, and last 5 minutes I'll give you what is the journal work that you have to do it, right? So that we can do it. But right now, either you sit in a meditation, close your eyes, clasp your hands, and sit in a meditation and do this exercise, or you sit in front of the mirror. Sit in front of the mirror. Today, calmly sit in front of the mirror. Look at yourself. Look at yourself firmly and do this kind of work. Either of it is fine. Okay. So let us all do that. First, have a very deep breath. Take some few deep breaths. Fill up your lungs completely. Slowly exhale. You do slowly exhale your. Do a few more times. Fill up your lungs. Slowly. Feel yourself grounded in your chair, on your floor, wherever it is. Right? Feel yourself grounded. Remember, the most person that you hate, or you have some grudge, or you are unable to forgive. Remember that person. If you are in a meditation, say to yourself, say in inner, you hurt, whatever that thing that is hurting you, right? So tell it out. If you are in front of mirror, you can say out loud, or if you are in the meditation, you hurt me deeply. I thought I can never forgive you. You did that, you did this, whatever the thing. Just say it out loud. I struck in that past for a long time, but no longer. No longer, I will struck there. I'm willing to forgive you. If you are not able to forgive you at once, tell them, I'm willing to forgive you. I'm ready to forgive you. If you are ready to forgive, I'm forgiving you. I'm setting myself free, and I'm setting yourself free. I forgive you. I forgive you. I set you free. Again, take a deep breath. Exhale all the negative feelings that you have on that person. Take a deep breath. Exhale all your negative feelings on that person. Say, you are free and I am free. I forgive you. I forget that incident. If you're still not able to do that for some reason, say, I'm willing to forgive you. Set yourself free from that incident, free from that. Release all the resistance. Imagine now the same person feeling light. Just notice your body, how you are feeling once you release that pain. Not forgiving in the sense you are actually carrying the burden. We don't know whether other person has remembered it or not also, you don't. They might have moved on. You may say that, oh, because I hurt, I remember. Yeah, because you hurt, you are carrying the burden. It is hurting you physically, mentally, emotionally, and giving a block to your spiritual growth. So, forgive. You are setting them free. You are setting yourself free. Feel your body, how light it is. How enjoyable this experience is. Next, now bringing up another person in your life. It's not because in your life of 30, 40, 50 years of your life, you have so many people that you holded the grudges, so many incidents that you are unable to let them go. So many things are there that you need to forgive. So bring another person into your visualization, another person whom you cannot forgive. Bring them into your frame. Bring them into your mind, bring them into your frame, visualize them. And now your heart is readily, without me affirming, your heart is readily to forgive because you have seen, you experienced the lightness. Without guiding you yourself, you are telling yourself, I forgive you. With a smile, you are saying to the other person, I forgive you. I'm not remembering anything now. I'm setting you free. Setting myself. Second time when you're doing, the smile is coming to your face. You know the reason? Because you already had experienced the lightness. When you lose your strongest resentment, strongest thing with the first person, you feel you experienced. So, you're all big to let it go. Let it go. Let that incident forgive other person, forgive yourself. Because After learning all these things, you feel bad for carrying this burden in all these years, which is harming you. Don't be resentful. We are all learning. Every day in the life we are learning. Learn, evolve, and move. So we learn today forgiving, forgetting. You are doing favor to yourself, not to others. You are not creating any blockages. If you are not forgiving, you are creating blockages. If you are in front of the mirror, happily say, I forgive you. I am setting you free. Whatever the deep emotion that you have towards that person, just release that emotion by forgiving. You are allowing self-acceptance, self-love. You are creating a space. The burden that you carried all these days in your heart, you are creating such a space. And you are just letting it go. There's a great space in your heart, which you can love yourself, which you can love others. So you are surrounded by light and love now. You already forgive 2 persons. Similar way, because forgive is not a destination, it's a journey. So many things we have it, right? So keep continuing this journey now in a meditation and later in your day and later in your life. As I said, in this class, it's not that easy to forgive. It takes time, practice. When the pain is deep in you, it takes time to forgive and forget. It's a process. Each day, you need to say your forgiveness out loud. You need to have some patience. You need to have some compassion, self-compassion, because you are hurting yourself, right? To forgive, you have to take that hurt away from you. So you need to have some self-compassion. You need to have that willingness to heal. Willingly, you need to heal yourself. Breathe. Have a deep breath. Breathe away all your negatives. Negative feelings and any. I know it will not happen overnight or over one session. But you need to keep practicing every day. But today, you are keeping an intention, you are keeping a goal that you are forgiving. It's releasing the pain. It's releasing the burden on you. It's liberating you from your emotional chain of anger, bitterness, and resentment. It allows you to experience your life so much joy, happiness, and in fully forgiveness, healing your wounds done in the past. It's weighted you down. All of us want to reduce weight. Let's reduce this pain. It will weigh down. If there is a more list in your life, definitely not couple of people. We have more list. Bring all of them into your visualization or in front of you. Say to them that you forgive. You did not go and talk to them personally and say, I'm sorry. You did not do that. Say, oh, I forgive you. I need not do that. Sit in your room, front of the mirror. Bring that person into your mind. Tell him or tell her that I forgive. I'm freeing you from the body. I'm freeing myself. You're creating a healthier space by letting go of these past grievances. You're creating yourself a healthier space, a meaningful relationships with others. It helps to foster empathy, understanding, and compassion. It increases self-love and love to others. When you forgive others, you reduce your stress levels. You experienced improved mental health. As a result, your immune system will be strong. promotes overall well-being. Reducing your emotional stress, mental stress, physical grudges on your body. You don't know how these grudges is making wounds on your body. Release them. This is important not only for your physical life, but also for your spiritual growth. When you release all this, it raises your vibration. It aligns you with the energy of love and acceptance. When you have that love energy, you're having acceptance mode. It brings you closer to your true self. What is your true self? You are a spiritual being. You are a divine essence. As you think, you are not an ordinary human being. You are a spiritual being came to this earth to experience human. You are not a human being who is searching in spiritual being. Remember, we are all spiritual beings came here to have an experience of a human. Once you forgive, you experience that kind of internal, you experience that kind. It's a powerful self-healing tool. From today on, you're forgiving yourself, you're forgiving others. You're releasing all negative emotions that are holding you back. You're opening the door of a life which is so fulfilled with love, peace, and joy. You're not carrying any burden, no one. When you are lighter, you can move forward easily. You are unburdened by past today. You are embracing the beautiful life that awaits you. We are all feeling light. With that light feeling, if you are meditating, Just rub your palms and keep on your eyes. And come out with a beautiful smile on your face. Maybe you may feel, if you are really meditating, then maybe feel you are over guided. But the thing is, this is what we have to do it when you are actually forgiving, right? When you are actually bring all of them. This is not actually total meditation kind, but you are actively doing some work. In the meditation, you want to be like make a empty space your mind, but you are emptying mind. Here we are in the process of emptying mind. We are in the process of releasing all our resentments. We are in the process of uh, unburdened ourselves. That's why I have to guide you a bit. So what is the journaling that we can do today as a part of mirror work? What is journaling? Whatever that I have affirmed you to do it as a part of this, right? As a meditation, you take pen and paper, whatever the angry names, you write it down. Whatever that you do it, right? That angry names, you do it. Are you able to hear me? Okay. Angry. When you are angry, you write down those names. Write down that incidents, whatever that is hurting you more. Write down. Write down, because when you are writing down, sometimes you may let that go off. So willingly, you are actually taking off that burden from your mind, putting on the paper. You discover yourself that, what is this matter? For all these things, this happened like 10 years back. Why I am carrying all this burden and I'm still feeling so much. I don't know where that person is. I don't know where she's living happily or he is living happily. Why should I do it? So all that thing, right, it'll come out. So write down all the incidents if they are still bothering you. Affirm yourself that, oh, this is a new moment for me. I'm just freeing it down. Let it go. You maybe cross it. Whatever that you want to do on the paper, do it. Cross the name, cross the things, cross the incidents. Then forgive yourself and forgive them. Okay, then after this, you may jog, you may walk out in the nature. After this incident, so we are like 5:30 or 6:30 time zone. So just walk in the road, have your feet touch the grass, and tell them that you are freeing yourself. Tell whatever the resentments that you have, right? Just take it out. So your hurt thought of the day is, I can forgive. It's not that it's unforgivable. No, I can forgive. This is only the life that I have. I'm just going to love everyone. So because life loves me, life supports me. Therefore, I claim myself that love, that life filled with the love. I only take that life that is filled with the love. This is the best moment for me in my life. Whatever, I am not my parents' resentments. I am not my parents' pattern of the patterns that I bought it from my parents. No, I am not that. I am unique of myself. I choose to be very open. I allow self-love, compassion. I understand that is the pain is in the past, but that's not my truth being. I'm just letting it go. I'm releasing my past, and I'm forgiving all the everything. So it is bringing me peace. All negative thoughts, emotions, I will forgive today. I release all burdens. I will also put these affirmations of letting it go on your group. So you can follow today meditation in any time that you are doing it. Now I'll open for questions if there are any questions. Any questions? If not, I think.
Yeah, no questions, Prasanna Garu. We need to work on the work. So beautifully said. And thank you so much for your guidance. Because of you only, like initially I wanted to plan every day different masters, but based on your experience, you already did this workshop 2 times. Based on your experience, 1 week, one master. Actually, it's really went well. It is helping us, whoever are hosting, and is helping many people. Really, thank you so much for all your support and the work. Thank you. And today's session was,
Pleasure. It was
yeah,
my pleasure to be part of the evolvement of all our lives because we learn each other. Though
yeah,
here I'm coming, but we learn from each other. It is all the process that we are learning it. If you start looking at every day, every person that we are interacting, we can learn something from others. We can give something to them. So both will happen. That's
very,
what I believe in. So happy morning for all of you. Have a good, enjoyable Sunday and the week ahead.
thank you, Prasanna
See you
Garu.
tomorrow. Thank you.
Zubia, you want to talk?
Oh, hey, good morning. Thank you so much. It was very nice. Um, one of the things about pain is the depth of it, because
Yes,
sometimes you can feel the pain you feel the pain, but you don't know how deep it is. And when you
exactly.
go towards that pain,
You'll
it will,
understand depth of it.
yes, you understand the depth of it, and then you don't know how to get it out. Like you were asking to release, when you approach it, you see it is there. But once you're trying to pull it out, it keeps going inside and inside. And you realize that how much past is in this.
Yes, because
And
that much we are holding on. We are holding on. That's why I told you, right? When you are carrying that pencil for a longer time, it will become so much weight, isn't it? Actually, as a pencil is not that weight, but holding is making you to a lot of weight. Maybe that incident that you have done, that pain may not be that much deep, that much, but you hold it lot of longer years. It went into deeper. It is not going to, you cannot forgive in one day. I'm assuring it will not able to happen because as you said, when you're going to towards that, you feel how depth it is, isn't it? So slowly, that's why I said forgiveness is not a destination, it's a journey. We need to do that journey every day.
got it. Thank you. Yes, that helps. Um, I guess one of the things we struggle with or is forgiving others definitely helps, but I think forgiving yourself for your mistakes, I feel
It's much more helpful.
much more helpful and much more harder, because
Yeah,
we are so unkind to ourselves.
yes,
Uh, and,
exactly.
and I have found through these last 14 days that others hurt, I can sometimes forget, but my mistakes, I see every day and I punish myself for them. So
That's
I
what. Yes, I'll give you an example because when you're saying right, I heard this from a sadhu who renunciated herself right from her. I heard she had a. It's a very common for all the ladies, right? So they just like to get more saris, more of these things. When she is in means when she is in her age or something, So she is not able to get her husband's attention. He is not actually selecting or getting the saris. So she has a problem. But because I'm practicing all these spiritual practices, but still I'm getting those thoughts. No. Whenever I got that sari thought, I have to punish myself. That's what she thought, it seems. Okay. She's thinking that getting those thoughts is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. So we have to punish. Even Vivekananda, at one point, because he's unable to come out of some of the thoughts, sexual thoughts or something, he punished himself. Okay. Later, these people understand that punishing yourself is the biggest mistake that you can do to your physical body too. Because physical body is the one which is helping you to grow spiritually, right? Then how can you punish yourself, the physical body? So the self thing that you just mentioning, right, Jubia? So what is you are doing is, when you are doing that self thing, you are actually punishing yourself mentally. That mental punishment is coming to your physical body in some ailment or the other. So you are punishing yourself mentally, physically, of course emotionally, because emotionally you are unable to not come out of it, but that's why you are punishing. All these punishments will hinder your spiritual growth. That's what you have to remember. Hope. I'll make it clear.
So self-love is what is the medicine.
Yes, self-love is the medicine. Every one of us, just simple thing, right? Today I'm doing this because I have only this much knowledge, I'm doing it. Tomorrow I evolved, I learned something. So I'm able to apply to my life and I'm able to improve my life. The competition, the comparison that you have is you yourself. Yesterday me and today me. Am I become better as a person? Because every time in your career, you want to become better, you are learning some new skill, upgrading skill, all that, right? Similarly here, you have to remember, did I become better from yesterday to today as a person? If you are actually comparing that, you will always become a very good person, very compassionate person. You feel lighter, you feel much more lighter. The self-love is so much important, because I don't want to hurt myself, so I am forgiving you. Because if I'm not forgiving you, I'm hurting myself. That's all, right?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Friends, anybody want to share any experiences, or you want to ask any questions, please ask. You can unmute yourself and talk. Okay. All right. We can conclude, Andy.
Thank you. Thank you all. Have a happy morning. Happy Sunday.
Thank you everyone for joining, and please do practice and please do join tomorrow. Thank you. Have a